While it's tempting to gloss over the remarks section of the METAR, there are some common codes that are actually operationally useful and worth understanding. This is a selection of remarks from actual METARs showing some common elements that are likely to be seen in real life. Remember that a standard METAR is only released hourly, so the remarks section can be used for weather items that changed since the previous observation. When a weather phenomenon changes, the remarks section shows what happened and when it occurred. The two-letter code is followed by a B for began or an E for ended, along with the minute past the hour. The time mentioned is always in the previous hour, before the METAR was issued. Remember, these are observations, not forecasts. In the FAA test question, RAB 35 means rain, RA, began at 35 minutes past the hour, prior to the observation time, so at 1835 Zulu, answer C. These codes can be combined to give a brief precipitation history. On this line, we're told that rain began at 6 minutes after the hour, then ended 16 minutes later. Rain was not mentioned in the main part of this METAR since it wasn't present when the report was issued, but it's useful to know that it's coming and going in that area. The next one shows a change in precipitation. Rain ended at 10 minutes after the hour and snow began at the same time. The very long code in the next line is simple when decoded. It just indicates several changes of precipitation. Since the previous METAR, rain began, switched to drizzle at minute 22, and finally ended. The codes starting with a P show how much precipitation was recorded in the last hour, in hundredths of an inch. So this P0016 code indicates that 16 hundredths of an inch fell in the hour before this observation. Another indicator of changing weather is this code, meaning pressure falling rapidly, and on the following line, pressure rising rapidly. These often indicate a nearby front or a period of rapid weather change. The peak wind likewise indicates a hazard. It only shows up when wind speed is greater than 25 knots. Remarks can contain important information about thunderstorms, which can often come and go more quickly than METARs are issued. This one, from the Midwest, notes that lightning was observed south and southeast of the airport in the distance. In the next one, thunderstorms began at 13 minutes after the hour, with occasional lightning. The rest of that code indicates the type of lightning. Then it tells where the thunderstorm is and how it's moving. It's south and southwest of the field, moving to the east. Finally, there are a few remarks that aren't critical, but which do show up constantly. All these reports contain the string AO2. This is the type of weather station. AO2 is an automated station that can identify precipitation type. All have a string starting with T. This is temperature and dew point, with an additional decimal point, information already found in the main body of the METAR. Quite a few have SLP. This stands for sea level pressure, and it's the barometer reading in hectopascals instead of inches of mercury. Dollar signs indicate that the station requires maintenance. Not every remark needs to be memorized, but recognizing a few of the common ones, particularly those that indicate changes over time, makes it much easier to understand what the weather is actually doing. For the whole picture, online decoders are available when an unfamiliar code is encountered, and there's a good one linked below.